Hello and welcome back to Kaiserreich. I believe that with the current situation, our fate rests entirely on the shoulders of the United States of America, and they're currently struggling a little bit against Mexico. This might just be because of their strange troop deployments and stuff, and the fact that they're still, I suppose, recovering from the Civil War. I mean, look at this. Look at the strength there, and it's only infantry equipment and stuff. And this is apparently an anti-tank division, I guess. They have dedicated anti-tank as part of the division, which doesn't make much sense. I'm thinking that if you look at the Mexican opposition here, I'm thinking that with some smart troop deployments, we can actually break that stalemate in our favor. Like, really, the current situation right now is that we have to basically do supportive operations. I would love to invade Marseille and help the Germans, but I don't think I don't know. Maybe victory does depend on the Germans as well. What I would love is a simultaneous operation that both deals with Marseille and also deals with Mexico, because we need the Americans to get their troops out of North America and over towards Europe. Naval invasions. Oh, we're actually losing. Oh, because they're using Marines now. Oh boy. God, I love this song. The end of the war. Yeah, let's deploy these and start naval bombing. Not that it's going to do much, I don't think. We still have a bunch of troops on the way. Around South Africa here. The problem is, we really, it's 16 camels and 8 Mounties, Canadian Mounties, and then the United States military against the Syndicalists. So, okay, we're winning this, but we're losing this, interestingly. Huh, we're not holding this tile, that's also interesting. That might be problematic. Yeah, there you go, look. I don't want to abandon this, I want to fight them just to keep them from gaining organization, so that when these guys, hopefully, this battle is over, they can come back. But I do think that we might need another unit stationed there in a semi-permanent capacity. This is one infantry division, we could just send them over there, I guess. And then I'm thinking we're going to split our armies again and send some troops over towards... oh, these guys got sent down here. That's fine, though. I think that was probably the plan, actually. These guys are going to be sent to... do we still have our Marines? Did we? Yeah, we lost our Marines, didn't we? Yeah, that's unfortunate, because then we can't do a naval invasion. Or, I mean, we can, but I wouldn't want to. But, yeah, a naval invasion down by Mexico City. Which is what I kind of want to do in order to deal with, okay, you're the Desert Fox, aren't you? Place you with just this guy, I guess. And then you with the Desert Fox. Yeah, because we're going to be fighting in potentially a desert, aren't we? Let's see, where's the terrain map? There's some desert here, I guess. Yeah, a lot of this is going to be desert. So if we want to try to break the stalemate in Texas, then that's what we're going to do. So this is, again, I guess, a reactivation of the Second Army. Doesn't really matter that he is transferring still, because he's not going to be fighting. Now, I think we just shipped him straight over towards Miami. Again, I see so many places where we could help out quite a lot. But I think the ideal is to, and also actually we might actually send the Saharan cavalry, because it is desert and stuff. Because I want to just take a bunch of territory in the south quickly, if that is at all possible. So I'm going to send the Saharan cavalry over towards Freetown. And then from Freetown, we're going to send them to Florida. And the second army is going to do much the same. It's going to take a long time for them to get over there, though. Let's get rid of this. It's currently kind of useless. Since we are, I think, still outproducing, and we're not actually fighting, so we're not really losing all that much anyhow. Do we have enough resources? We don't have enough resources to increase fighter production, or any plane production for that matter at all. But we have enough to produce more submarines. We don't have enough dockyards for that. I guess we just keep them on that. Actually, hold on. No, we can, I think, maybe. Yeah, we can do medium tanks. Without losing any of our resources. Austrian Empire has joined the Reichspakt. Well, Austria is now intervening in the Second Weltkrieg. That should be good for us. Now, does Austria still have... yeah. Puppets. Or Crown Land of foreign power. Okay, good. So that means a lot more soldiers just joined the war on the Reichspakt side. We're sinking convoys. Poland joined. Yeah, they keep trying to take this island. That's the extra soldier there. Whom I guess I'll just send over there. It's 3 Marines though, which is worrying, and... well, if they take it, they're going to be out of organization anyhow, I think. And they're not going to really get much. They might, I guess, ship supplies through the airport. But I don't think that's... I don't see that happening. Isn't that a thing you can do? You can... or is it only shipped through transports onto a tile that doesn't have an airport? Or doesn't need to have an airport? Or does it need to have an airport? I don't remember, but... there's a command order you can do where you ship supplies over air. I don't think they're going to do that, though, because it's the AI, and the AI doesn't do really smart things. Okay, so we're actually doing quite a lot with these naval bombers. Because they need to support this, this invasion, of course. That's really good. Oh my god, we're sinking so many things. Might also be related to oil shortages. Tactical bombers. No, I don't need that. Heavy fighters are good. We do need those, but... has no effect. Changes in the world situation might affect this. I don't really know what that means. This is really good, though. Marine tech, naval dockyard. Oh, we need a free naval dockyard. We need more submarines, or the ability at least to make some. Non-aggression pact. Yeah, why not? More sports and stuff. Stuff that isn't really relevant to the war. Serbia declared war on the Austrian Empire. God damn it. That's definitely not something we needed right now. This is looking good, though. Like, or it's looking fine, I guess. which is all that we can ask, I suppose. Americans getting pushed back really bad. You never want to see America losing a war to Mexico. In in Kaiserreich. Not, at least not if you're depending on American aid. Like, don't get me wrong, Mexico can, like, a player can easily defeat the United States of America as Mexico, I believe. And Mexico isn't someone, like, they're nothing to scoff at in Kaiserreich, from what I can tell. But one usually should expect, or one usually expects the Americans to be much stronger than basically everyone. But, you know, all of this stuff is the issue here. They have so many, economic devastation. They have so many negative policies, or spirits rather, relating to the end of the Civil War. So, they did land. I probably should have paid more attention because I think I'm now unable to beat them. American Marines over here as well. Is any of this mountains? This is mountains, but this is plains. Serbia joined the Moscow Accord. Okay, so Serbia is now joining the Russians. That doesn't really matter much. Oh yeah, no, actually we should still win because these guys are taking attrition. Because they don't have any way really of gaining supplies. Free military factories. Romania's joined the Moscow Accord as well. Free military factories will go towards stuff that doesn't cut into our resources, but that we need. Honestly, it's probably just guns still. No, that cuts into our resources. There really isn't much we can really do. I'll just do that, since it doesn't really matter that much. It's so low down on the priority list, it's not going to take resources from any of the things we actually need. We need way more support equipment, I think. Because I want to start making our divisions a little bit more elite. I want to add some more stuff to them. Like field hospitals, for example, which adds support equipment 60. And that's quite a burden when we only have like 500 of it. And we have like 30 divisions almost. What we can do is add more infantry in order to create a 20th division. Send in the army, what? Oh, that's against, that's to gain stability. We're not really doing much with political power, so... does give us a 0.60 malice on a bunch of stuff, but it's not enough for me to want to reduce our recruitable population factor. Okay, then. It's another Canadian attempt. Once again, they don't take any ports, so it's probably doomed to fail. Kingdom of Finland has capitulated to the syndicalists and the Russians. At this point, yeah, it's just waiting until we get troops into position, I suppose. We don't have the Marines, so I'm going to try for some aid on the Texan border here. How come you're not going? Hey, get over there. What's up? Where you like this? No more naval battles being won right now here. Which might mean that we should start naval bombing over here instead. Why do we have a patrol force? And strike force. I don't think we need to be activating our navy right now. Other than the submarines, of course. If there's anywhere we're gonna make a big push, it's down here along the coast of the Gulf of Mexico, because of all the mountains over here, which are deeply problematic, to say the least. One of the reasons I think Mexico can hold their own against the US so well on a defensive front, and I suppose one of the reasons the US can hold themselves so well against them in the Rockies, it's why the Pacific States of America, survives at all, in my opinion. And yeah, the Mexicans definitely have like the defensive terrain advantage in terms of defending against the United States, while the United States have all this like heartland that is so accessible. There are a bunch of rivers, I guess, that they can hold the enemy at. Where are we at? Okay. Troops are going to the front. Very good. Let's let them gain organization. What's going on over here? They've actually taken a port, which means that we might actually want to send in troops. And by might, I mean we definitely want to. Because I don't see a lot of people contesting them right now. I see some on their way, but if we can, manage a foothold, at least we're doing something. We're at least fighting. And we're keeping troops off of the German line. Now, I know I did retreat from this, same sort of situation earlier on. But now we have American troops on the front line here. And I would like to help them out. I don't want those American troops to be lost for no reason. I want to try to make that fight a little bit more fair, I think. Those guys are still gaining organization, so will our troops over here for, that matter. And they are doing a silly thing where they're apparently leaving, leaving a bunch of stuff unguarded. We really need Gibraltar, honestly. Actually, can we ask Morocco for military access? Yes. We're fighting a common enemy, I suppose. So now we can land in Casablanca and then move over to Oran and then get our troops back home. Any troops stuck down here? Not really, no. Should be some more stuck somewhere. Oh, yep, there they are. Interesting. It's going to take us ages to get these troops home. Which means that I honestly kind of feel like splitting them into another army and trying to help out in the push for Hyderabad. Let's just get someone with decent stats. Put him under, I guess, the army of... Oh, let's put him under a group Jeanne d'Arc, because the army of action has a front line assigned to them. These guys will be the third army. Under Maxim Weigand, and, or Weigand, I don't know. And Maxim, you are going to get onto that front line. I'm keeping these guys at the port right now, just to shore it up in case there's a counterattack. I don't want to move them out, and they're going to lose organization when I do anyhow, so... Oh no, this is really unfortunate, what you're doing here, America. Yeah, I gotta keep them there until they gain their organization back. I think it would be silly to send them in right now. Do we think the camels can take these guys out here? Sabotage resource. Huh. Oh, that's probably from, yeah, that has to be from the longists. Well, now we definitely can take them. Just counterattack. The AI doesn't really respect the threat of counterattack all that much. Let's not do that one yet until I check the foci, because what is this one? Marine technology and transport models. Yeah, I want to get this one before I do research that, because that's like 170%, I think. So that's pretty good, 130%. Instead, let's get something else. Like, do we have mine-laying subs yet? I don't think so. Let's just get basic snorkel. Keep our subs alive. The few of them that we have. Attack. How are we doing over here? We're gaining organization. Time to spread out the front. It's too late for us to really get, you know, an early push here, but at least now we have a front line. Losing a lot of manpower. I'm wondering if that is from air battles, or no, it can't be. It has to be from training, I think. Because you don't lose men to attrition. You only lose equipment. And we haven't been fighting all that much recently. These guys are still moving. It's taken them a long time. This is a really good naval invasion, honestly. Iberian coast. That's against Portugal. They're gonna take that, I think. Or they're gonna hold that, I mean. Caribbean Sea, that's fine. Oh, they moved across. Oh my god, excuse me. Again, I need to get that mute button set up on OBS. It used to be so easy, now it's like some weird, I don't know. I can't find it, basically, in the settings. It used to be a lot easier. A little bit ahead of time. Ahead of time on everything. Why not get the... Let's get this, honestly, because we're fighting a lot of hot territories. Special Forces, the first one, which gives climatization factor, which is good. Yeah, look at the US here with their organization and their strength. Not great, not looking great. And how optimistic? Yeah, our general is not optimistic about the outcome on this front, so I think we're just gonna hold it for now. I mean, we could... No, we couldn't push there. We could push here, I think. Since it would be 3 infantry and 1 cavalry defending, but they're just gonna send reinforcements from somewhere else. Just to be fighting. You might say, like, you know, save your manpower and all that. But time is of the essence right now. Time is very important right now. With the situation in Germany. And I guess in Ireland as well. May as well actually get these guys across the river as well. You keep holding, get ready for the counterattack, which is happening now. They're gonna get some reinforcements there, that's fine. We can tie them up, I think. More troops. Those troops, I don't know if I'm gonna send them anywhere. I think I'm gonna hold them here. Let's just put them under that general. I'm gonna do something here, since it's malicious. I don't know if I want to do anything there, but as long as we're taking out some manpower, I guess. As long as we're only fighting battles that we're winning. IEC engineers no more. Volunteer only. They have plenty of manpower in the Iberian Federation. These guys, service by requirement, 972k. Looking good for us. Extensive conscription, 2.30 million. But what's looking bad for us is, of course, they have all this territory and they're going to lose a lot of their industrial capacity because they're taking the German industrial heartland, and as well as a lot of their steel. Yeah, just keep moving, keep attacking. Eastern Wisdom. Gain base stability. I'll take that. Yeah, we beat the the fall of Kiev. No, we beat the militias. The Ukrainian state has capitulated. Yep. Narrowing the front for the Russians, giving them a much easier time against the Germans. Well, it could actually give the Germans an easier time, but you know, well, technically the front isn't actually all that narrowed. Look at this. Yeah, let's invest as much political power as possible into the IEDC. Resource gain efficiency, consumer goods factories, factory output, naval engineers, construction engineers. We want economy right now. We're past, I think, the rush for the initial factories. They have, yeah, they have tank divisions and stuff as well. They must be getting a bunch more soldiers soon. Okay, Gibraltar is ours. Very nice. Do I send troops to Gibraltar? Yes, I do. Hold them. Don't move. Stay right there. If at all possible. It's a bit annoying how the Americans aren't really garrisoning this front line at all, really. Which means that I'm basically, like, I'm restricted to holding at max, like, what is it, 6 tiles? Because I've got, well, actually no, it's 8 tiles. But I don't want to hold a tile on my own with 1 cavalry. The cavalry, like, their job is basically only to take land, not to fight. I don't think we're gonna get there in time, and also they have tanks, even though the tanks are super under strength. Probably also completely out of oil. Oh, we did actually. Nice. Now all we gotta do is hold. We can't take Malaga, even though it would be so easy. Never mind, we can. The reason I was gonna say we can't is because the New Zealand, or sorry, the Canadian troops there, they can't hold. There's no way they're gonna hold that. Follow Dublin. Do I take Cadiz? I don't think so. I think I actually just hold here. The reason I don't want to take Cadiz is because then they can encircle me very easily here. Though I do think there is a... No, that's Sevilla. Naval base, yeah. Naval invasion planning, sure, why not? We haven't gotten Marines yet. Also, we now have a lot of oil, so we need to actually send our navy out. Or just start sending out more planes. We have air superiority in southern Iberia, so I'm not overly concerned about that. Do I want to be bombing? Yes, I do think I want to be bombing, and I think I want to be bombing over in France, even though we won't be able to do much. Because our bombers are actually terrible. Just trying to use the oil. That's bad. Okay, we're good. Okay, well, I think that does it for the episode. Once again, with a foothold in Iberia and an attempt at a decisive push against the Mexicans in order to try to get the United States on into the game, into the war before it is over. I think we made progress, though, of course, it's going to be slow, because, again, this is like the Norway playthrough that I did, which was, I don't know how many episodes, but it was very long. There isn't too much that we can do, other than decisive invasions and support where we can. Anyhow, thank you so much for watching, and, as always, I'll see you next time. Goodbye.